Welcome, my Sunolins. This is one of the most rapid stacking and stashing session that you'll ever see because I'm just going to jump straight into what we're here for today. This is a reminder if you are on Suno, before you get off Suno, I know lots of you are mad with Suno, but I'm here to remind you to stack and stash, okay? Before you jump off the platform, pillage with impunity. But I want to wager, look, if you are a serious musician, there is no other tool out there that can do covers like Suno. Let me just let you know that. That's all I'm going to say. All right, here we go. We are going to pillage with impunity. We are going straight into a 9-3 tool. Okay, let's go into a 9-3 tool right here. And let's go to my favorite, because the results I got last time from prompting Asian and Middle Eastern with Atlanta trap, it was so ridiculous. I said I had to do this again. So I'm going to open up the blender, going to jump straight in there. I know what I'm looking for today. I'm looking for 20 ridiculous bangers. So there's my Middle Eastern. I'm going for Arab classical. And then I'm gonna layer that with some hip hop and rap. And we're going for, let's see, I haven't done anything from Memphis yet. But the Atlanta one was just so ridiculous. I said, I gotta do that again. And then to make it even sicker, I'm gonna bottom line that with some Indian and South Asian. And let's do that. There's our prompt. Grab it. Go back into Suno. This is purely about stacking and stashing. So excuse me if I'm so focused that I ain't say none. Excuse me. All right. So here we go. More options. Style influence all the way up. And instrumental. And watch this. Watch this. I got to put some secret sauce in there. For those of you who didn't know, I got a secret seasoning right here that's going to be fed into Suno right about now. This crazy seasoning that I put in, it just amps everything up. Here we go. Here we go. Let's find it. Let's find the secret seasoning. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's put that in. That's all Suno needs. It's as simple as that. It's an instrument stem. We're going to use this to cook. We're going to let it get into the system. Okay. Styles, let's keep the current. And now we're going to go down here to audio influence. Put that up a little bit. And Mid East meets India. Here we go. This is one where I'm going to experiment and check results before I proceed. So I'm looking for some results to get an idea about how to pivot in my next move. Maybe I need to crank up one of the ingredients or pull back. But this will tell me what I need to do. So let's check it out. Mid East meets India meets Atlanta. All right, all right, all right. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm cooking, man. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm cooking up a storm in the Suno kitchen, and I'm pillaging the life out of this tool, just like some of you should be, but you quit on Suno because I know the situations were crazy, but you shouldn't have quit. You should pillage before you quit. Pillage before quitting, my friends. All right. All right, that's where we're going next. So let's record. Let's record. Let's record. I'm so focused on what I'm doing. Welcome, Floyd. Mr. Floyd, welcome, welcome. I've got a time limit. I got 50 minutes on the clock and I got to cook like 20 dishes. So let's do one more thing. Yeah, okay. One more thing. One more thing. We're gonna go into Phil's playground and I got some favorite prompts. I got some favorite prompts. Yeah. Some favorites. You know I love my chopped and screwed. I gotta get some chopped and screwed in there. I gotta get some I gotta get some machine hi-hats, machine gun hi-hats, and let's see. I think that should do. Let's do some MPC swing grooves and give me a mood. Give me a mood bass. Yeah, okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And let's make it just in the simple zone for now. Simple zone in my prompt tool and then into the beast, the crazy Suno. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna leave that, but we're gonna slightly change the style. This is this is hyper iteration at its best. You don't just throw away one ingredient by using it once. You got to milk that ingredient as much as you can and then use various titrations of it, just like that. And part two. Okay, this is chopped. All right, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up. Okay, so I'll put in my prompt as well. This is still the same lick I put in the beginning. I'm just trying to milk it for all it's worth, give it a different feel. Sometimes you could have one melody and you could take it different ways. I'm sorry if you're hearing crackling. There's a storm brewing, so it's lightning and thunder and crazy stuff outside. Yeah. So this has more of the Houston feel. I actually didn't mix it. Um, let's try something crazy. Uh, let's go back to where we were. I'm gonna pillage my own ingredients. Here we go. Here, okay, that's it. That's it right up there. I think it's the first one. Okay, so this we got to take some of this and we gotta put in some additional ingredients. So this was good, but I'm gonna titrate these. There we go. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So this is gonna be number three. Number three. All right, and then this one I gotta take out Mideast meets India. This is just Houston. Houston chopped. Shout out to the inventor of this style, DJ Screw. All right. I think we got what we need. As a reminder, let's hear this one. Yeah. You hear that? You hear that? Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. I'm sorry, I didn't play the other one. All right, this is sounding crazy already. This is exactly what I was looking for from Suno. All right, I'm gonna leave you with a little jam while I sort something out. It's crazy storm in here. So check this one out. This is gonna be trap. All right, here we go. Some trap. Some trap. Ooh. All right. right. Like I said, it's a crazy storm, so there's stuff going on outside. So bear with me. Let's check this one out. Let's see what happened with this. Okay. All right. That's the feel I'm going for, folks. I'm on a mission. You know, like I said, I'm going to try and push it to 15 minutes. I haven't quite spent exactly that, but I'm getting close. But let's see what I can grab from here. From 9.3. This 9.3 mashup is ridiculous. All right, so let's see what else, what else, what else. Let's blend. Oh, yeah, okay. Some electronic club. And let's go Chicago house, hip hop and rap. And okay, let's do some hardcore rap, and then let's sprinkle some neo soul. Yeah, there we go. All right, well, this will be an interesting blend, but I also have to put some Middle Eastern touch in there. So Khaliji traditional is what it's going to be. Okay, let's copy that. Into Suno we go. Let's delete that original audio and take out the lyrics, because the lyrics are really just prompting what the instruments that I did were. Let's do that. Okay, so we are going to add some secret seasoning. You know, when I say secret seasoning, it's very important. I know a lot of the critics, they just badmouth everyone that uses Suno. They forget some people use their voice, some people use the keyboard, and I'm going to demo that because using your voice is also a possibility. And you know, you just need to know what you have in your head, and you can vocalize it. So let's hit record and do this. There you go. Just voice. You don't need to use your physical instruments. You use the original instrument man had, which is your voice. That's it, right in there. So let's, the style, let's keep current. We're going to let the lyrics, those are the lyrics. And yep, there we go. And let's make this hip hop neo Middle East mix. All right, this is how you do it. You pillage with impunity. You just keep doing it until you got enough. What do we have? Almost, okay, 12 songs, almost. We're getting there. So let's do one like that. And then let's take the audio down and let's take the style down. Let's put the weirdness up a little bit. This is what the hyper-iteration experiment's all about. Okay, then back to our prompt. We are going to go back into this and we're going into Phil's hip hop again. Let's do a quick randomize and let's go. I'm always curious to see what would be. Oh, Wait a minute. UK. Let's do some UK drill if I can find it. Drill. Okay. Or just drill. Yeah. Okay. When you're doing this hyper-iterative thing, it's very experimental. So you need to not judge yourself too much on trying to calculate every single thing. Sometimes you just have to see what sticks, you know. It's part of the experimentation. And if something sticks, you know what this is about? This is all about getting ready for 9.3. My goal is to hyper-iterate, pillage, and stash. And all of these are going to be downloaded into WAV file, and they're all going to be split, do the stem splits, take them into my DAW, do whatever I like with them. That's the idea. So you can't be too judgmental on every single step. You just got to keep stashing and stacking until you're satisfied. All right, let's check out a few of the ones we did. And that's it. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, and it's original. I didn't think about it. I just did it. Spur of the moment. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. This is different. Okay. Okay. Very different. It's not bad. I can work with this. I can work with this for sure. Okay. So, still in theme of what I'm looking for, today I'm going all the way to the Middle East. That's what I'm looking for. So let's take some of these off. And let me focus, go back to Middle Eastern. There's something about the scales. It just makes me crazy when I hear those scales. They work so well with hip hop. They really do. Uh, let's do some chopped again. You don't hear it too often. And let's try and get some Neo Soul Revival in there. All right, let's copy. Go back into Suno and go into the styles. And let's get rid of this one. We used that one quite a lot. And now we're going back to the keyboard, back to the keyboard. We gotta max it out, max it out. We're gonna do something like that. And show you my overhead so you can see what I'm up to. And let's record. Uh-oh. The wind is just going crazy outside. We're having some really crazy weather outside. I better get going and do, do what I can do before the lightning strikes again. Here we go. Thunder and lightning is just going crazy here. All right, okay, that will have to do. Wow, I have no idea what's going on. I just know that my computer is not acting nicely to this lightning that's striking outside. Okay, let's do instrument stem. Continue. It kind of was going a little bit choppy after a while. Okay. I don't know if you can hear all these crackles. But bear with me, my friends. I just want to get done with this and then I'll give you a few tips and ideas before I jump off. Okay. Seems like it's having some trouble saving. It's just okay, there we go. Keep current. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. We got the lyrics. Let's see. Oh. Oh, that didn't record very well. It recorded the wrong thing. I wanted it to record the flute, but it seemed like it got a lot of background noise, unfortunately. So I'll just take out the lyrics and try to salvage what I have here. I've lost count. Was this 8 or 9? Let's leave this here, put the style up, and okay, here we go. I'm just going to do a couple of these. Hopefully it will be able to decipher what exactly I was trying to do, because I don't think it got that melody that I played very well. Let's see. No, it's not. That's not what I just did. It's this. Okay. I think I'm having some trouble with my computer. Seems rather delayed. Let's try again. Because I should be seeing the songs appear up here. Now we're talking. Okay. All right. Let me do another one for good measure. Let's see if I've hit 20 yet, because I had a target. Just about. Okay, okay. All right, my friends. Now you get the idea of what I'm trying to do. For those of you that have the 9-3 tool, use it and just hyper-iterate as much as you can with impunity, and you can always go back and take it into the DAW and do stuff after 9-3. Interesting. Okay, not bad.
Don't start in my go 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 go.
I can work with that. Okay. You see what I'm saying? It gives you so many different possibilities that it doesn't make sense to not iterate as much as possible. Let's see, I've used 110 credits. I haven't used that many, to be honest. That's like nothing. It's like nothing. All right, let's do one more. I'm gonna have to crank up the volume for this one because I don't think it's doing what I wanted it to do. May have to turn this up. Okay, let's go back to keyboard. Here we go. All right, something different. It's a combination of diminished and some other crazy scales mixed up in one. All right, let's go for instrument stem, continue. I do want the lyrics, but I don't want the style. Ooh, okay. You've already have styles, keep current. Okay, so I got the lyrics, the style. Okay, this is what we're going to replace. All right, let's do a couple of things. So we're going to put some additional nationalities into the mix. Here we go to Africa. Let's see what we can get from here. Let's see. This will be kind of crazy. Juju mixed with some hip hop. That's going to be crazy. It's just some Afrocentric rap. That's okay. And that should go well with some R&B. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's just do three. Let's come over here, drop it in, and let's keep the style in the 90s. Audio influence, let's keep it up over 50. And Africa meets hip hop. Okay. One, move this down for a second and take weirdness all the way up. And take this down for a third. You'll be amazed at what the weirdness button can do. A lot of people scared of the weirdness button, the slider. You shouldn't be scared of the weirdness slider. Pops, you've wasted 20, 30 credits if it doesn't work. So let's check this one out with a weirdness slider. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. What I love about Suno, look, I got to talk to the people who say, Phil, why are you always in Suno? Floyd, yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. So the thing about Suno, I got to let you know this truth, my friends. There's no other tool. Trust me when I tell you this. There's no other tool that can cook like Suno and blend genres. I don't care what you bring to the table. All of them. I guess the most promising one that is like studio is Ace. And I've not used Ace. And I've heard it's got good quality. But Suno, proper does not operate like Suno Studio. Okay? That's what you need to understand. When you're here, it's a different mindset. This is not the DAW mindset. There's two different mindsets. There's the DAW mindset and there's the hyper-iterative, crazy scientist, pillage, experiment mindset. And hyper iterating gives you results quick, but those results do not have to be the final. Like all this stuff I'm doing here, I'm taking it with me into the future, beyond 9.3, taking it into my DAW, slicing it, sampling it, doing crazy stuff with it. And I got to let you know, there's no other tool. I know people say, well, Suno's probably sent you. You're probably a plant from Suno. I don't hide the fact that I'm a YouTube partner, which, by the way, is not hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Let me just let you know that. I'm not even talking about thousands, I'm talking about hundreds. So, for those who think, oh, you must work for Suno, no, no. Hops under $100 from being a partner till date. Okay, so I don't want people to get it twisted. Oh, your partner, they're paying you to say all this. No, they don't pay me to say this. I'm telling you like it is. I've used all the tools. I've used them. I've used Murica, I've used Melody, I've used Tuni, I've used 11 Labs. I've done them all. I've used Automate. Automate is quite good for replacing voices. I've used Controller, wasn't that impressed. So let's not get it twisted. This is my opinion, okay? I'm my own man. I think for myself. I don't do all that, well, let's pay you a little bit of money and you say what we want. I ain't all that rubbish. Suno, till date, mark it down, I said it, is the world class number one. The watermarking, I know it makes you ballistic. I agree. You didn't pay for it. Yes. The download limits, I understand. I would have shot through my download limit today alone. But I'm here to tell you, if you mean business, jump back on Suno, plunder the system before 9.3. I don't care if you get off after 9.3. Just don't miss this opportunity to pillage the tool. It's not even so much more about the watermarking. It's about the downloading. You gotta pillage download. Look, I'm telling you, my friends, for those of you who are serious and you want to do stuff in the future, don't miss this opportunity. I don't know if I will be so inclined to do this once the next version comes, because who knows? I don't know if I'll be that crazy about the next version because it may have limitations in how I prompt. It may not let me mash up in this crazy way. It might give me different results. You got to understand WMG is in the mix. I don't know what's going to happen. So excuse me as I'm like just pillaging and pillaging and pillaging and going crazy on this stuff, okay? All right, here we go. I'm going to do it a few more times. I've actually lost track of how many I've done because I've been yakking away like a lunatic as I always do. All right, here we go. I just do a few more. Here's the truth about why I'm not playing a whole lot of jams. They're too good. I don't want someone to pillage my jams. And that's why I'm not playing a whole lot of them. I'm like, wow, this stuff is sick. It's too good. I gotta cart it away and hide it until it's time to be used. It sounded too good. It sounded ridiculous. You kidding me? Here's another one. It makes me not want to play them. I gotta be honest. Now that's now that's really wild. It's giving some really weird time signatures there. So that's crazy. All right, let's take this down to 50 so we can get something the people can actually enjoy before I jump off. All right, let's turn that up. First of all, I played some pretty weird melodic lines. And secondly, I titrated that with some really far out prompts. So, yeah, okay. 7. Here we go. So this is crazy. I don't think I've ever heard anything quite like this. So let me do this really quick audio. Hey, oh, hey, ah, hey, hey, oh, oh, hey, oh. All right. This is a voice stem. Let's hope Suno doesn't say, that belongs to someone else. Because you know, Suno, he, like, he likes putting a label on your stuff and saying, all right, that's not yours. That belongs to this group out of such and such. Come on, Suno. Don't quit on me. You know, the thing about pentatonic scales, you've only got five. And if there's a match with any of these African chants that you do, like the ones I did, there's a strong possibility that there's something that matches it 25%, or maybe even my work. You just never know. Oh dear, with Suno, it's a toss-up. Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness. Okay, overwrite lyrics and styles. Let's say overwrite. Yeah. Okay, I need the lyrics at least. And then for the style, we're going to go Cook in 9/3. Not really Afrocentric. Uh, okay, let's see if we can grab something from South Africa. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's try Quela. And let's combine that with some, let's see. Um, see. This should be interesting. Let's go hardcore. And let's go, oh, that should be interesting. Motown, huh? That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. Okay. Now, if I know Suno very well, might not like that word in there, but nonetheless, you don't know if you don't try. Now it's not a name of it's a style, but I don't know what the big three have said, whether they will approve me putting that name in, or whether they will be mad. Hey, Motown. Okay, so let's do Africa meets hip hop 10. Okay. Oh, this has got to be up. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to do a couple more of these. I think I've really overdone it. I got a lot more than I bargained for. But I'm showing up as a reminder, so you can see me while I work, and hopefully it will inspire you to stash and stack, and you can take it into your door and use it on a different day. That is ridiculous right there. Okay. Look, I can't play this live. This is sick. This is sick. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. What on earth? Okay. So let's get rid of the Motown Soul and let's replace this with okay, early R&B or like a kid in the candy store. My goodness. Okay, hip hop soul, 90s R&B. Oh, vocal group R&B. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. I think I got my marching orders now. I know what the crazy producer wants. We gotta we gotta get that melodic vibe in there. Okay. So let's do this. And then let's come back in here. Get rid of vocal R&B. And let's do something outrageous. Let's, how about we put some Middle Eastern in there? Take me to Turkey. All right. Persian classical. That should do. Okay, okay. Somewhere around. Oh, Turkish psychedelic. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see what monster we've created here now. This is going to be pretty ill. Okay. Ridiculous. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I've just been yakking away and not playing anything. I'm so sorry. All right. I got wholly carried away. I'm sorry. So I have to mute every now and again because the system overloads if I have my keyboard and Suno at the same time. I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to play all of them for you so you hear what I was getting all carried away about. Okay. So that was one. This is another. That was another. This is another one. So I got excited about that one, and then this one. See, they all have different vibes. So there's that, and then finally. That is quite sick. So at the end of the day, my friends, let's see how many of these things. Oh my goodness, 49. Phil needs to go to bed. Needs to go to bed. What? 40 watts? Okay, so my friends, I just want to show up to encourage you and to play around as well. I could probably go on for another hour, but I think that's enough. I apologize for the drop of audio. I got so tunnel visioned into it, I wasn't even concentrating after a while. So I apologize. Floyd, thank you for coming through. And let's see who else. Did anyone else come through today? Just Mr. Floyd. Okay. Well, I appreciate you. If you got any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Questions, comments, concerns, gripes. Are you mad at Suno? Mad at Suno. If you're mad at Suno, vent in the chat. I give you the permission. Oh dear. You got any concerns? I'm always happy to answer. But this is live. Contrary to the replays that a lot of you catch, this is actually live. But by the time some people watch it, it won't be live. So let me date stamp it. It's the 19th of August, and oh, I beg your pardon. It's the 20th of August on the East Coast, and it's 23 minutes past 1 a.m. Only crazy people are awake at this time. Or should I say creative people? You know, we're all crazy. All right, my friends. Well, thank you very much, Meek. Appreciate that. Thank you, Meek. Thank you for coming through. Are you related to Sydney? I have to ask. Are you are you from that royalty lineage? Okay. Thank you very much for coming through. Appreciate you folks. I'm gonna hop off now. We got a crazy storm out here. I gotta make sure that everything's secure before the wind runs amok. All right. Let's take it out with this one. This crazy one. Here we go. It's ridiculous. Woo! Yeah. Woo! Yes, sir. Ooh. Crazy. Yeah. This is criminal.